How you doing? This is Don. I play the GunMuse. Alright guys. Last live. I know some videos dropped between the last live, but they were already in the queue. They were prepped. Last live, I walked off being a little sick. Wasn't because I was drinking, guys. I hate to throw the insider secret here. It's a prop bottle. Okay. Yeah, who knows what the rules are for drinking on the freaking YouTube. It depends on what you're saying, right? It has got nothing to do with what you're doing. It all depends on who you're in favor of, who you're against. The rumors are true. I did wind up in the hospital for a week. I come out of the hospital for almost a whole 9 hours and wound up going back in there. You can't really see it on the film that well, but you know, I can't see my screens in front of me. The blood thinner they wound up putting me on, weakened the vessel walls so much that I ruptured the retinas in my eyes. So it's like, a half-filled pool in here. It's that's floating on the top, because everything's upside down. So some of the stuff now, look, my health was always going to wind up being an issue here. So some of the stuff that we were prepping for, now the website went down. That was, I wasn't here to monitor what was going on. So for the first time in 20 years, I hired a hosted monitoring program. I didn't click the auto pay button, so it didn't auto charge me, and they turned off a license. They had no authority to turn off a license. That was their way of collecting $12. So they've been fired. The website's back up, and that was the first time that in 20 years I ever hired an outside management company. And it was the first time in 10 years I'd been down. It just pisses me off. So that's solved. Look, one of the things I've done since the last time I did a damn website update is right before I got sick. Matter of fact, the day before I got sick, I hired a full-time programmer to go in here and write some of the calculation stuff out. So part of that problem is I've got to train the programmer. It's not a matter of just saying, hey, go build me something to fight GOG. Doesn't work that way. You've got to have intimate knowledge of the databases. Right now we're running like 114 databases of information that we're pulling from. He got the last bit of work done that I asked him to do, and I haven't been able to implement it yet. So I can't see the screen in front of me. The best I can do is see the TV up above me with just my left eye. If I close my right one, I can see it. It's big, black, hazy, and that's where I throw the game up onto the big TV up there. So there's that. There's nothing to worry about, at least not at this point. I got to go back into surgery tomorrow. They've got to put a what they call that thing, whatever that tube they shove in your chest so they can shove drugs directly into the vessel right outside your heart. They got to do that. The kick, is that what they call it? I don't remember. Brain's fuzzy as hell. Spent a week on morphine. Matter of fact, the last few hours I was in the hospital was KVK this week, where GOG happened to throw the two cheatinest son of a bitchin' fucking alliances kingdoms at us, which means they're still being hacked in the back. Something's being manipulated. What a coincidence. After we win our first KVK, we get the worst two people we can come up against. And I'd already, I sat in the bed. I mean, even up on the morphine, I sat there in the bed and knew what was coming. I knew that I predicted. I said, after this victory that we've had, if I wind up with the two alliances that worked with the Lost King character, which happens, has inside access to stuff, then they're manipulating matchups. So the problem is he can't manipulate us. He got in there, was going to turn around and negotiate our victory, or his victory rather. Also, he could go in there and change the board so it didn't have my website name on it. Kingdom 592 is my kingdom. Period. I'm tired of people fucking with it. I'm tired of people messing with it. I'm tired of people talking shit about it. The last KR, I wish we'd have shot some video of the 10,000 top stat guys who came after me during KR and lost their marches. Yeah, there's a reason they're mad, guys. We've got some new stuff coming. Don't think it's not out there. I wish I'd have been writing some stuff down while I was laying in bed. Because I got it in my mind. We got some new ways of thinking of troops coming. Some drug enhanced methodology thinking. Still got my one good working arm. You know, my shoulder has been in muscular pain for 3 years, unable to move it. And after a week on the strongest antibiotic they could shove in me, I can rotate my shoulder finally. But it's such a habit not to. And I'm sitting there going like, what kind of infection has been affecting me for so damn long that's what hurt. What was funny was the morphine didn't kill the pain in the shoulder or the back. So what happened was I got a migraine, which I get migraines all the time. This one, it felt like 2 migraines. You know, I'm a high level thinker. I think on multiple tracks. It felt like I had a migraine on each track, and it just I had to go to the emergency room. It was that out of control. Because I started vomiting from the migraine for better part of 5 hours. So it was like 5 hours before I even got to that point. Then somehow wound up with an infection in my body, then another infection, and now I've got some third infection that they got to go put this thing, in my chest so that they can put the antibiotics directly into the bloodstream, because what I'm doing now is not enough to kill whatever the hell it is that's trying to kill me. And it's building up acid and fluid and stuff around the heart and the lungs. So to fix that, we shove a bunch of drugs in you that kills your kidneys. Then we turn around later and we say, oh yeah, diabetes does that, not the medical practices. All right. So I just wanted to keep you guys a little bit up to date here. Drop a little video here. Nothing bad's happening. At least not yet. Nobody's made any serious thing. And we're going to get some of the stuff done. The meat shield math is not going to be called meat shield math anymore. That's one of the things I sat there and thought about. We're going to call them firewall math, because it's going to be a 3-tier firewall system that I've designed. I've sacrificed my castle back-to-back KRs and successfully killed 1 billion points worth of T12s with my T3s. So it was cheap, it's cost effective, it allows a player to build up their top tier marches to engage in the loss events like 𝗂𝗂𝗀𝗃 and still play safely in the no loss events. For somebody trying to, if you send your march out and you lose it, that's your stupidity. Somebody sneaks up on you to zero you down to nothing, that's a different type of stupidity altogether. That's a motive is what that is. So I have to deal with it because GOG doesn't want me to be successful with what I'm doing, because it makes you successful with what you're about to do. There's changes coming to the games. I see while I was in the hospital, they dropped this other estate affair thing down. And I got my band on still. because I got to go back in every day for the next 2 weeks to get stuff done. So, just wanted everybody to not fret that because there's rumors running around. Yeah, don't believe the rumors are as bad as they say they're going to be. But I am going to end this because I've gotten into another coughing fit, and you know that's, if you watch me a long time, that gets bad. All right, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.